Hello, welcome to CrossingsCon. My name is Sarah. I am the station master, con chair, person theoretically in charge. And this is our 5th in-person CrossingsCon. We're really glad that you're here with us. If this is your first time joining us, raise your hand if you like. Wow. That's amazing. I'm so excited to see you all. If this is your second time joining us. In person, sure. All right, let's go. You were good enough that you wanted to come back. We appreciate that. And more than 2. All right. Excellent. And how many of us have made it to all 5 of these, actually? Wow, okay. That's, all right,
That's impressive considering it's been going on for 9 years now.
9 years. Yes. So, real quick, just a little bit of history, especially since we have so many new folks joining us. 15 years ago, maybe, a lot of young Wizards fans were hanging out on the internet, chatting with each other, and Megan, who is filming here, said, man, wouldn't it be fun if we were ever all at a convention together and we could hang out? And Eli, sitting back here, heard that and said, or we could just make one. And then he put out a thing that was like, anyone who's interested in brainstorming, like, come to this Skype call and we'll brainstorm. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll go, like, see what's up. And then I ended up on the board of directors. So that's kind of how this works. Be careful. Don't be too helpful this weekend or you might get hired. That's what happened to this one and that one and that one and that one. Yeah. We won't actually kidnap you against your will, but, like, just beware. Anyway, I would like to introduce you to our... That's true. Thank you. So, this is our 9th year of in-person things, our 5th actual convention, and sadly, a time that we want to recognize some losses in our community. So, Draynall is a longtime participant and attendee at CrossingsCon who passed away last year, and Peter Morwood is Diane Duane's husband, who we tried very hard to get to come to one of these. He did show up in the background of a few Skype calls and make snarky comments on several of Diane's videos that she sent us, so he basically counts. And he passed away unexpectedly earlier this summer. So we want to recognize their contributions. There's some more details about that in the program book. Yes. No, stop. Go back one slide. Great. Anyway, so as they say in the Wizards book, what's loved lives. And I would like to introduce our wonderful staff. There's nothing currently on the screen. Also, I apologize about the structural support beams in the middle of the room, but we figured this was better than dropping the ceiling on you, so. So as I said, I'm Sarah, I'm the station master, and I'm going to, in a second, hand this microphone to our staff and let them introduce themselves. I would ask you to share your name, your pronouns if you like, your role in the staff, and your wizardly specialty. And for the guests, I'm going to ask you guys to do this again in a minute. You can get some inspiration here. You can be as serious or whatever as you like. My wizardly specialty is dealing with language things and accidentally getting put in charge of stuff. I don't know what the fancy word for that is, but it happens a lot. I'm gonna. What? Being voluntold, yes. Fair enough.
So I'm Jenny, she, they. I am our deputy station master these days. Formally, my real job title is and has been since the beginning of me being on staff, Backup Sarah.
That's true.
And my wizardly specialty is collecting and curating information.
Very good.
Hello, my name is Suze. I am also a first-time congoer as well as first-time staffer because of the volunteering. My pronouns are she, her. I do events and a little bit of guest liaising, and my wizardly specialty is interspecies nexus construction because apparently I can bridge between publishers, con staff, booksellers, and even guests of honor.
Fancy.
Hi everybody, I am Amy, she, her. I am the director of design, although I somehow end up doing other things that have nothing to do with design because I see things and it has to happen. And my wizardly specialty is spell calligraphy.
Nice.
I am Pej, they, them. For those of you who are on the Slack, I am also one of the admins there. As far as what I do on staff, it is mostly keep everybody else doing things. And accordingly, my wizardly specialty is herding cats.
Hello, my name is Emma, she, her. I am doing guests and events things, and my wizardly specialty, much like Jenny, is collecting and disseminating information.
Hi, I'm Chris, she, her. I am also in design, and I think I've found that my wizardly specialty is predicting things to troubleshoot.
All right, hello. I go by Riker, and I'm he, his, and my title is the Director of Operations, which is a very similar job to Pej's, except it means actually moving stuff around at con. So, yes, and my herding AV equipment, yeah. And my wizardly specialty is dyspronomasia, which is a fancy way of saying bad puns.
Hi, I'm Megan, she, her. I am one of our social media people and also the host of our monthly book club. My wizardly specialty I tend to describe as unwitting catalyst, given my having been the unintended genesis of the hey, let's put on a show gang that many people more organized than I then took and ran with. Great to see you all here this year.
Hello, I'm Sky. Hello, people on the other side of the pillar. Nice to see you. My pronouns are they, them. I am officially the guest liaison. I also do events things and whatever else you might need. I'm really great at finding people. My wizardly specialty is energy combination and amplification because I'm good at pairing people with people and people with topics. Yay.
Hi, I'm Kayla, she, they. I'm the other PR person, and my wizardly specialty is writing spells. You may run into us in the corridor. If you don't want to be on camera or on social media, please say so directly to us, because this is a public event, and we want to make sure we respect everybody's privacy, so just, let us know and we'll make sure to edit you out of anything that you might have accidentally been in.
Okay. Our final staff member is, well, actually, no, a couple others. Our final staff member who is here this weekend is Bex. You will recognize them because they have bright purple hair, and they've been running around doing things for several straight hours, and I believe needed to go do things like drink water and use the restroom. But they are official title, I think, is Staff Armorer and General Master of Chaos. Shenanigans. Yes. Armory and Shenanigans, something like that. Yes, yes. And then we also have 2 other staff members who couldn't be here this weekend. Ashani runs our website, and Callie is part of the guests and events team. And they both did a lot of work to help make this weekend happen, so kudos to them. And then finally, all of the staff members are wearing these green and blue tie-dye bandanas or carrying them on their person someplace. We're not a very big group here, but if you need to find us and you're like, oh my God, there's so many faces, I don't remember who they are, that's the thing. And the badges that say staff, but like those are a little less colorful. Anyway, I would also now like to introduce our guest of honor. So, I am going to give them each a bit and then let them talk. So you can hand the mic after I say who they are. It makes sense in my head, don't worry about it. So, yes. Coming to us from Ohio, the author of the Queen's Thief series, we have Megan Whalen Turner.
I think there was a 50-50 chance it was me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. So this is my second con. I was here in Montreal in, I think, 2022, and I had a wonderful time, and I came back. So I'm happy to see all of you again. I apologize for the fact that I'm terrible with names and faces, and once famously failed to recognize my own brother. So when I say I'm sorry I don't remember your face or your name, please don't take it personally, okay? All right, and I'll hand that.
Excellent. Also coming to us from Ohio, we have the author of Stars Hide Your Fires and also known online as Idiopathic Smile, Jessica Mary Best.
Hi, I am one of the Jessicas. My pronouns are she, her. This is my first con as a guest of honor anywhere, and I'm really excited. My wizardly power is that I can generally understand my dad's attempts at pop culture references. He's like, the hairy guy's friend. I'm like, oh, Han Solo. Yeah.
And the author of very many things, we have the other Jessica. And knitter extraordinaire, I should say, Jessica DeGeorge.
I'm multitasking. So, hi. This is my first time being at this con in person. I got to be here virtually, and I'm very excited because huge Young Wizards fan from way back. You guys were like, we were on a forum. I don't know what that is. I'm old. Anyway, my wizardly power is I can literally take yarn or string and anything and knit out of it. I had to go to a therapy session for my hands, and they were like, well, we'd like to see how you hold knitting, but we don't have anything here. And I pulled a pair of disposable chopsticks out of someone's bag that was next to me, and I knitted a washcloth for my therapist while she was trying to see how my hands looked. True.
String theory.
This is the back of a sweater which will have Kermit the Frog on the front that I am sending to my 20-year-old who wished he had been born a Muppet. That is my wizard power.
Excellent. And finally, author of the Trader Baru Corumant series and doer of many things, Seth Dickinson.
Hey, I'm Seth. This is my first time here. Any pronouns are your choice. And I think my wizardly specialty going off the evidence is getting stuck on ordeal for a really long time. But we're working on some other material.
By the way, did I actually pronounce the title of that right? I feel like I didn't.
A cormorant is a bird.
Cormorant. That's right. I can read. My specialty is words. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Next, please. Oh, yes. All right. So we also want to highlight a few of our policies and procedures. In short, make good choices. Do not be the reason we add another rule to the rule book. That's it. You can read. Be nice people. Thank you. And just as a reminder, we have a few different rooms around here, and they're a little bit spread out. So this is Whistler B. This is our main programming space. Homer is our other programming space, which is down the hall near where you checked in for registration. Whistler A is just that way, and it is our hangout space and play games, do lightning talks, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then O'Keefe is just outside this door. That's the child care space. It is reserved for small children and their caregivers. And the staff room is Hopper, which is right by the elevators. There's a sign on the door that has contact information if you need one of us in a hurry. But otherwise, that is a place for the staff to work and store stuff, and there's not really much fun going on in there. Yep. Also, some reminders about food. The hotel has been very generous with us. They have said it's fine if we have snacks in here, whatever, but please don't bring a whole meal. Please don't bring a whole meal for like you and your 6 friends. Like, if you want to bring your leftovers in or to take back to your room later, or you have like a granola bar or something, that's fine. Clean up after yourself. And in particular, if you are eating things that have wheat or peanuts in them, just make sure that you wash your hands and try to keep them out of the public spaces when you can. We have many restaurants nearby. There's a QR code on the last page of the program, I think, or on the inside page. Yep. Location guide, lots of restaurant suggestions there. There are also a lot of food trucks, which we did not collect the identifications and locations of because they famously move. But I will say that I walked past several delicious smelling ones on my way to get coffee this morning, and I'm looking forward to lunch. There is the art bar and cafe in the lobby of the hotel. If you are staying in this hotel, you probably have a $10 credit per room per day to use at that little cafe. It's a weird system. I don't fully understand it, but worth taking advantage of. I believe the way you do this is you go up to the person selling the food and you say, I would like to do the $10 on my room thing. Bex, do you have insight here?
Just put it on your room.
Yeah.
They'll ask you how to pay. Just say you put on your room. The first $10 they will put on the room, and everything else they'll actually, or the first $10 they will discount, and after that they'll just put on your room card.
Okay. So if you want it to be charged to whatever way you're paying for the room, you can just put the whole thing on your room. If you're staying with lots of people and trying to balance that, you can also say like put $10 of this, or like discount the $10 or whatever, put it on the room and see if they'll let you pay another way. If you have other questions about that, let us know. We are also so fortunate to be joined from Sarah from Multiverse, who's in the back. Multiverse has brought us a wonderful selection of books that they are selling out near the registration tables. So if you want to check those out, grab something for an autograph session later or just something that looks fun to read, please do so. Sarah, is there anything you would like to say about this?
Yeah, just we're also a local bookstore here in Philly. We stock science fiction, fantasy, horror, magical realism, and comics and graphic novels, as well as tabletop and role-playing games. So I have a bunch of books mostly for our special guests, but also some other things, as well as dice and RPGs.
Ooh. All right. Dice and RPGs fit very well with our whole or dealer's choice thing. So get all your nerd stuff from Multiverse. They're fantastic. Carry We also have color communication bands that you got at registration. So the thin green one is for, yes, I like talking to people, or I am willing to talk to people who come approach me. The yellow one is for, I only want to talk to people I know. This is Sky's Coffee. It only knows Sky. Don't talk to Sky's Coffee, and definitely don't drink it. And the red one is for, I just actually don't want to talk to anybody right now, even if I know you. And if you have your thing set on yellow or red, you can still approach other people. You maybe just don't want people to approach you. That's fine. And if you need to take a break or just need to like step away from conversation, that's totally fine at all times. As Kayla mentioned earlier, we love being on social media. You can tag us on pretty much any platform at CrossingsCon and use the hashtag CrossingsCon 2025. Emma, would you like to come talk about our fun bonus activities?
Hello. So you may notice in your program book, we have a little passport card here. And that just has some fun things for you to do during con. The back has a little Mad Libs that you can find somebody else to contribute some words to and create some wizardly adventures. And then the inside is blank. It is blank because you will be stamping your passport for all of the events that you go to. So when you enter for an event, find a staff person, usually over by the water table, and they will have a stamp for you for the event that you're going to. We do have one for opening ceremonies. That will happen afterwards, however, or during the day. Get your bonus stamps. Yeah, see how many you can collect. All right, next up, we have lightning talks. There is also an explanation in your program, but basically lightning talks are a way for you to participate in the convention in a more active fashion than you currently are. They are 15-minute slots that you can sign up for, and you can talk about whatever you want. We have had kite flying demonstrations indoors. We have talked about animal husbandry. We have talked about Sherlock Holmes. We have talked about so many different things. And it is up to you. Whatever you are passionate about, whatever you are excited about, come share your knowledge, come share your expertise with anyone who shows up. We will definitely, I know we have a hair braiding tutorial coming up at some point today. Tomorrow. And for the rest, just check the sign-up sheets, which are in the hallway, to see what's on the docket.
Hey, Emma, can we only sign up for 15 minutes?
No, Sky, you in fact cannot. Or you can sign up for more than 15 minutes. The sky is not the limit. Space is cool too. Yeah, if you feel that you need more time for whatever you're working on, sign up for another slot. Or if you have two topics that you really want to talk about, sign up for one on Friday and one on Saturday. Maybe don't book the room for like the entire day. Leave some room for other people's talks. But within reason, have at it. All right, and then on Sunday. So in the past, this con has had 2 days of regular convention programming, and on the third day, we typically go on an excursion or an adventure out in the community. This year, because our theme is the Ordealer's Choice, we are leaving these excursions up to you. We have curated a bunch of wonderful options for programs that you can do in the area, from going to the Science Museum to exploring some of the local history in Philadelphia to a list of bookstores that you can visit on Sunday in the area for a bookstore crawl. Of course, the con space is open, so you are welcome to do lightning talks, to play games, to just hang out with the people you've met or are seeing again at the con. There are also sign-up sheets in the hallway, so if you would like to spearhead an excursion, you can do so. If you want to tag along with an established group, you can do that as well. We encourage people to have their sign-ups done by Saturday evening so that plans can be made for transportation and so on. So, yeah, if you have any questions about those things, let us know. Otherwise, I hope you guys get to go out and enjoy Philadelphia. And yes, of course, please note that long-distance World Gates are not available in the area. You have to do all of your off-world excursions at your own expense. That is, they are not con-subsidized. Finally, the Transcendent Pig. The Transcendent Pig, from the Young Wizard stories, is a pig that is everywhere all of the time. It is, I don't know, kind of observing, taking stock of the universe. But this weekend, the Transcendent Pig is spending a little bit more time than usual, a little bit more of its energy on the con. So you may find the Transcendent Pig hanging out in the con space. If you do so, we encourage you to take a picture, share it on whatever social media platform of your choice, and then help the Transcendent Pig find somewhere else to hang out. Basically, it's a big scavenger hunt. So find the pig, move it around, make sure it's somewhere that is theoretically findable. Yes. Yes, please do. Yes, and remember to ask it what the meaning of life is before you move it around. Maybe one day it'll slip up an answer. Yes. There is not a stamp for the pig yet. There will be one by the end of the weekend.
All right.
Is that all from me?
That's all for you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I know that we are running short on time here, but we have one more very important message to welcome you to CrossingsCon.
Dusty Ho Cousins, and welcome to CrossingsCon. I have to tell you right now, if somebody had told me, 20 or 30 years ago, that there was going to be a convention right in my once upon a time hometown of Philly, a convention originally started by Young Wizards readers, I'd have had to suggest that maybe somebody's head needed feeling. Yet here we are, or at least here you are. I'm really sorry that various geopolitical and personal issues have meant that I couldn't be in attendance. And this year in particular has dealt me a hand that's been, let's just say, unusually heavy on challenges. That said, you have a fabulous spread of guests of honor this year, and they will take the very best care of you. I want you all to have an absolutely terrific time, so please get on with that. If you shouldn't, it shouldn't be hard, because you are all ideally spatiotemporally positioned in one of the great cities of the East, so that seems like an unavoidable result. And you're all located quite close as the dragonflies to where I was living when I wrote Deep Wizardry. So the area is plainly advantaged for those with wizardly interests. I therefore cordially invite you all to enjoy the atmosphere and one another's company to the best of your not inconsiderable abilities. Greet Billy Penn for me when you look up and see him on that building. And for pity's sake, if your dietary habits allow it, get out there into the city of cousinly love and get yourself a decent cheesesteak. Take care of each other, all of you. Go very well, and enjoy the con.
So, what are you going to enjoy this weekend? Go find out.